Good afternoon. This is the DMS Daily. My name is Aiden.
And I'm Nikki.
Any 8th grade boys interested in playing basketball next year, Coach Ames from DHS will be here for any informational meetings on Wednesday during lunch and recess in the gym.
This week is Spring Fling Week. Each day there will be a dress-up theme.
Twin Scott Squad Tuesday is tomorrow and your chance to get with your friend and look alike.
Western Wednesday is the return of Cowboys and Indians.
Throwback Thursday is a day to celebrate the times before us.
Finally, Friday is Spirit Day. Deck out in green and black to show your support to fellow Panthers.
Here's Emma Rothmeyer with the word of the day.
Today's word of the day is decimate, to reduce drastically, especially in numbers.
Credit to Miss Jackson's class organized a fundraiser to raise money for portable water for a school in South Sudan. Our school raised $780. To help us reach our goal of $1,000, Student Council agreed to donate the rest of the money. Thank you, Miss Jackson, her classes, Stuco, and DMS for making a difference in your world.
Here's what's happening in the cafeteria.
Tomorrow's lunch will be tacos and tomorrow's breakfast will be quesadillas.
8th grade students, please send any pictures of you and your friends to Mrs. Barnard at danielle.barnard@deltaschools.com for the 8th grade continuation.
This week is Teacher Appreciation Week. Take some time this week to thank your teachers for all the hard work they do.
This Thursday and Friday evenings is the 7th grade play. Come support your fellow DMS students.
Here's Zarida with the weather.
Tomorrow's weather is a high of 88 and a low of 52. Wear school-appropriate clothes.
Next Tuesday will be the DMS choir concert at 7 p.m. And next Thursday will be the DMS band concert at 6 p.m.
Here's Mercedes with the fun fact.
Did you know Iceland has an elf whisperer who inspects construction sites before anything gets built to make sure no elves are hanging
Mrs.
around?
Olivas and Mr. Ashley had so much fun in Washington, D.C. and New York over spring break that they have decided to do it again next year, and they decided to take you along. If you are a current 6th or 7th grader and would like to go on the trip next year, there will be a parent meeting on May 16th at 5:30 in Mr. Ashley's room. Get your parents to this meeting for some great trip discounts.
Last Saturday, May 5th, was Cinco de Mayo. Why do we celebrate Cinco de Mayo? The student ambassadors that are on the Cultural Awareness Committee are so glad you asked. Enjoy.
Every May 5th, Americans across the U.S. take the opportunity to celebrate Cinco de Mayo with parades, parties, mariachi music, folk dancing, Mexican food, and of course, margaritas. But what really happened on the 5th of May? And what are we really celebrating? For starters, it's not Mexican Independence Day, as many people mistakenly believe. Mexico actually celebrates its independence on September 16th. Instead, Cinco de Mayo commemorates an event that happened some 50 years after Mexico won its independence. In 1861, Mexican President Benito Juarez declared that his country was too poor to pay its debts to foreign nations, prompting France to invade Mexico and make it a French territory. But when French troops approached the town of Puebla on May 5, 1862, a ragtag band of Mexican troops managed to defeat them, despite being outnumbered 2-1. Though it ultimately failed to halt the French advance on Mexico City, the victory became a symbol of Mexican resistance against French imperialism. With U.S. support, the Mexicans were eventually able to push out the French for good and restore Juarez to power. By that time, the Cinco de Mayo spirit had spread to the United States. Soon after the victory in Puebla, Americans of Mexican heritage used the day as inspiration for the Union struggle in the Civil War. Americans in the midst of Civil War were inspired by the Mexican victory and began celebrating the 5th of May with parades, dances, speeches, banquets, and bullfights. Today, Cinco de Mayo is actually a bigger holiday in the U.S. than in Mexico, where it's mostly celebrated in the state of Puebla. So when you raise your glass on Cinco de Mayo, take an extra moment to honor the surprisingly American history behind this Mexican holiday.
I would like to give a shout out to Tatum Miller for always being dope. Thank you for making DMS an outstanding place.
And I would like to give a shout out to Talon Hewlett for always making my day fun. Thanks for making DMS an outstanding place.
That's a wrap on another edition of the DMS Daily. Have a great rest of your day.